Y'all know what this is.
Knicks Rehab.
We back in the mix with a 127-97 victory. Yeah, it did look like that from the first quarter on. Horrible. Denny had no game today. Straight Denny's. Ate your food, sucker. 11 points, 4 14 from the field. He had 5 rebounds, but he looked off. You can see when he has his game how he suckers people into fouling him and everything. Shaden Sharp had 26 points, 10 to 16 from the field, and then yeah, they were right. Caleb Love, he looks a little crispy out there. I think he said he's a rookie, undrafted. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm bugging. Um, that kid Sissoko is annoying. I seen him against the Warriors going bananas. He's a bit of a lunatic, but Donovan Clingan, again, another 7'3" guy who, he's gonna struggle in this era, but he showed something. He showed some life for Portland. They needed. I don't know what they're talking about. Just real brief on Giannis. They need to do everything they can to go get Giannis if he's available. Allegedly, they got Dame Lillard and Giannis have a great relationship. They're trying to finagle that. I don't know what the second thought is. Trade everybody you can. But who cares about that? I digress. Back to our Knicks. 24 points for OG Anunoby. 10 to 17 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3. But he was pretty much doing his thing defensively. That's what I was more impressed with. Got us a lot more possessions. 20 points for Josh Hart. He had it going from the beginning of the game. To me, he was really the player of the game because he got 7 points in the first quarter. Had us get it going. 17 for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 8 going into the fourth, so he scored 9 in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken. 20 big rebounds, just chippy rebounds, dominating on that effort. By the way, 1 foul for Karl Anthony Towns in the last 2 games. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 3 fouls in the last 3 games. He had 2 fouls against the Sacramento Kings. A fact check. Yep. So in the last 3 games, Karl Anthony Towns with 3 total fouls. Two fouls against Sacramento 2 games ago, 1 foul tonight. The Knicks have won every game. Karl Anthony Towns not even scoring well, but it's the little things that we've been complaining about and what the Knicks have been complaining about.
Just please hold on. Let me just cut you off. Brick House Tatted Mommy, please put that up there. Big shout out to Brick House Tatted Mommy. Listen, oh my God, I watch you guys every night. Appreciate it. Listen, we love when people just show love to us. Anytime we get new people that just really appreciate what we do, listen, thank you. And please continue to keep showing up. Please tell a friend, become a member, subscribe, hit that like button. But listen, we got to show love to the people that show up night in and night out. But I just wanted to point that out because ain't nothing better than beautiful ladies showing up, Knicks fans, basketball fans.
1,000,000% good. Good eye, Allball. That's the glasses? Huh?
The spider senses for the beautiful ladies is crazy. Look, look, my, Spider-Man, his hair stick up and he senses, look. Right. But all jokes aside, big shout out to her. Big shout out to all the beautiful ladies that show up and show love and engage and be in them comment sections. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all to death.
I second that, of course, man. Appreciate y'all showing up because hit the like button. If you're talking like that in the comments, pretty sure you're talking like that with your friends, telling another friend, telling family. That's what we are over here. We family. Back to the Knicks. KAT, we talked about him. It was 14 boards. It's plus 17 in plus minus department. Great double-double. 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Still not getting it going offensively, and we could get into that in a second because Knicks Twitter did his thing all week long about comparing last year's touches to this year's touches. 10 points with Mikal Bridges. Wasn't a crazy game. Again, he did his thing last game with the 30-point. Was a 30-point game, 24-point quarter, or whatever it was. But I think defensively he did his job against this bum ass Portland team. 26 points from the captain, 8 of 20 from the field, 5 of 12 from 3, 2 steals, 2 assists, 1 turnover. That's what I'm hyped about was a turnover.
Fabian, spider senses went back off. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the elegant, the exquisite. Darlene Bryan is in the building. Hold on. Listen, I got to give her the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Brick House Tatted Mommy is in the building with the super chat. Darlene Bryant, we beat the Knicks, we beat the Lakers Sunday just because it's you. The K will go back on because it's LeBron and Luka. Go ahead,
Yo,
Fabian.
they call us fair weather, right? Like you're the most extreme fan on here, they say, right? I don't even know what they call me, but they say I'm way more left than Flea as far as the stand-up goes. But me and you are sitting here going, what fucking K? What showed you? What are you talking about?
Wait.
We don't feel like the K Knicks just yet. Knock it off. Knock it off. If Flea was here, we would outvote him. So majority rules. I got outvoted last fucking game.
Yeah, to beating Portland tonight. Course a 5-game winning streak. I'll let Fabian do the great job he always does. But no, tonight does not mean put the other K up there. Now, Sunday, we beat the Lakers, a Luka, a LeBron. Different story. Different story. Go ahead, Fabian.
Back to the Knicks. See here off the bench, Mitchell Robinson, kind of a no-show. He was out there. He grabbed 7 boards. I think he did his job by being a body out there. Similar to Diawara, by the way. He had 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. He had a good 3-pointer in the second quarter. Offensively, he was, he lacked a little bit of rhythm. He wasn't really, you could tell with his shot, just rushing it. But defensively, all ball, I'll spend 2 seconds on that later on. Plus minus is 27. Plus minus for Mikal Bridges 27, and OG Anunoby led the way with the plus minus with 34. That tells the story right there. Jalen Brunson rounded off the top 5 plus minus with 21. It's not misleading. There's a reason for that. Kolik was a plus minus of 4, 13 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 5 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. That's not really an accident. He had a really decent game. I love the way Kolik and Diawara, when they drove to the paint, they were showing something to me. The what do you call that? Not the miscalculate, just showing. They were moving and grooving with the ball. They weren't just being stiff out there. So gotta love it. You see there. Look at that. Are you kidding me? The upside down skyscraper?
Dang.
Huh? Look at that. Biggest lead for the Knicks was 33.
Lord,
Longest run was 12. You see, the game was never tied. Lead changes, never. It was a spanking today, and we're loving it. You see the score, of course, final score 127-97. The rebounding edge went to the Knicks 59-47. Of course, Towns was a big factor. Why? 28 assists to 22. We didn't hit the 30 mark with the assists. Usually when we hit 30 assists, I think we're like 15-1 or something like that. Great record. 9 of 5, we got the steal edge. 63, Portland got the blocks edge. 20 turnovers by the Portland Trailblazers to 13 by the Knicks. We were all over the passing lanes. I think I seen Brunson in the passing lanes. Josh Hart was definitely in the passing lanes, finishing in transition with some of those turnovers by the Portland Trailblazers. 43% from the field. The Trailblazers shot to our 48. 30% from three. Portland shot compared to our 42. And then you have 73% from the free throw line and 85% for us. So we shot pretty well today. Josh Hart's back up to 40% from the field from 3, actually. They talked about today. And Mikal Bridges at 40% also. Points in the paint, 42-50. Knicks got that one. Second chance points, 20-9. The Knicks got that one. And 13-13 fast break points. It was tied. Obviously, fast break points ain't really our thing because we ain't got no transition players. The offensive rebounding, real quick, Flea would love to hear about that. Portland had 8. We had 16.
Doubled them up.
That's what them second chance points is about. So, all ball, what's your reaction to the game, man?
People may not agree, but that was a big win. Games like this we call trap games, right? A lot of people, thought Portland was a good young team. Remember, in the beginning of the season, they won some good games. They looked like they had a little promise, right? They looked like they was going upwards. They got some great young talent, but at the end of the day, you have to be like that for the whole season. And for me, Portland just showed that they ain't shit. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be totally honest. Drew Holiday and Jeremy Grant, if we make this trade and you niggas look like this, you niggas could stay over there in Portland. You niggas look terrible. That like eventually the NBA and the commissioner is gonna have to do something with teams just flat out giving up. Like tonight, Portland, them guys got free money. They got a free trip to New York. I'm glad it's cold. You niggas want to come and quit? Stay in 2-degree weather. But they got to do something. They just flat out gave up. I watched Drew Holiday just literally not be engaged. I watched Jeremy Grant just like, okay, whatever. Like that shit was terrible. So I just don't like the product that the NBA is putting out sometimes on the floor. Like, y'all guys, come on, man. Y'all got to show up. Even though we the better team and we was going to win, you can't look like that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Y'all know me. I'm going to tell it how it is. That was a tough watch. But at the same time, you know, games like this is where we could lose, right? Because our guys get a little high horse, think we all that. So for me, I just love that we got the win. We protected home, right? And 5 straight wins. We kind of making up for a lot of the bullshit and a lot of the mess. But what I saw tonight was I saw a little bit of camaraderie. I saw a little bit of togetherness. I seen a lot of less egos. And I seen a little bit of chemistry. I think tonight was just a good win. And like I said, you know, we have to start earning the respect of the NBA, of the other players. So games like this at home against a bad Portland team, you're supposed to beat them down. Supposed to beat them down. But I'm going to give props to somebody that people ain't going to believe. Shout out to Karl. He still called Karl, right? But another 20 rebound game. Big game for him. He looked a little engaged. I seen a little bit of toughness in him tonight. So for me, I got to shout him out because we all know the rumors, right? He could have laid the stinker, but he came out and said, okay, you know what? Offensively, I know I've been struggling. I know guys like OG and Mikal Bridges, they've been getting it going. We know Brunson is Brunson. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab all the goddamn rebounds. So I got to give a shout out to Karl for just understanding the assignment and understanding do whatever it takes to win. But tonight, I just think was a good win. Like I said, 5 straight wins. We got to get this thing back on board. We need to start separating ourselves from those 3, 4, and 5 seeds. Like, you know, if we ain't going to catch Detroit, which we're going to have to start discussing us in Detroit, right? But if we're not going to catch Detroit, we need to start separating ourselves from these other bum-ass teams. The Celtics, the Cavaliers, the Toronto Raptors, all them regular weed-ass niggas. If we going to be the legit 2 seed, let's be the legit 2 seed. So for me, I'm just glad that we got the win. I'm glad we stomped them out in the fashion that we did, even though it was a tough watch. But listen, this was a game to get the young pups in and let them get some reps. Dewawa, Kolick, I like Shamit. So for me, we ain't really got to say much. We just know when KAT is rebounding like this, when he's playing with some toughness, when guys are knocking down shots, when we not turning the ball over, KAT is not committing a lot of dumb fouls. Actually, he's not committing no fouls. We're a totally different ball club. So I just like how we've been looking lately. But we all know the rumor is the rumor. And that shit ain't going away until the trade deadline is over. Until Thursday, February 5th, 3:01. That's what we're going to be hearing up until then. So let's not act like that shit ain't still looming around, right? But a great win tonight.
You hit it on the nose. I mean, Karl, for you to play this way, you know, 3 fouls in 3 games. He had no fouls against Toronto, which I didn't notice. I didn't realize that. Against Sacramento, 2 fouls, and this is after he fouled out against Philly. So that was really the time where it was like, you know, maybe that was rock bottom for him. And this is what I mean when I say tough. You ain't got to fight nobody. I ain't talking about fighting a damn person, but stay locked in. And this is clearly showing discipline. You're clearly showing there was a game plan. You've been spoken to. You've been called out publicly by all your teammates. And maybe you stop taking it personal. You know, again, with the Giannis trade rumors lingering, it's hard not to take it personal. How the hell am I not going to take something personal if all ball just call my name out and he's going, combating my comment, my critique, or my hat. He's talking about me. He ain't talking about anybody else. So yeah, it's personal, and I'm glad that again he's taking this challenge personally, and we see it. Like, this is just obvious. Look how much playing time you have on that court. It goes back to Ant-Man calling him out in a post-game press conference, game 4 of the first round, and he's telling them, bro, we ain't making it to the second round unless you're on that court. And yeah, whoever said that in the comments, you're right. We know they watch this channel. We know it because nobody keeps it this thorough. You just don't. When we talk, it's like, damn, I feel like I'm hanging out at the barbershop. Not in the first take kind of way. Of course, it goes that way, but we just want to. This is how we would talk to them. That's how I feel. This is how I would talk to Kat. Yo, Kat, what the fuck are you doing? And it ain't personal, even though it is. But I want you to challenge yourself personally. And he's taking this on, Allball. Let's come on. It's no more joking around. The Josh Hart with that first quarter again. These kind of performances are important because he's not going to have 20 points a game every game. But for him to come out and play the passing lanes the way that he did, there's a young team that just throws the ball around. They read the scouting report. They know that they're sloppy with it. They know that all Portland wants to do is get in transition because they have no real offense. Portland stinks. The last several years they've been doing that. And great point, they've been tanking. We found that out. It's documented. Chauncey Billups caught a case, unfortunately, and it's in the paperwork. The Portland Trailblazers are tanking, and they're doing some soft tanking with Tiago Splitter as the head coach now, and we have to take advantage of teams like this. They don't want to win. The coach is going into the game saying, I don't want to win. So you do what you want to do. So for me, Jalen Brunson, again, another game where he's playing unselfish and it's not being talked about. Oh, boy, is he now entering the realm of the Kobe's, the Mikes, all these one-on-one players that have figured out, damn, I got to get off the ball. I got teammates that can get the ball. Are they correct? If I'm going off ball, I can get this thing at any given time. And when I do, I'm going to do me anyway. Is he finally learning how to go and be selfless? Ball TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.